Hello everyone. I'm Fernanda Bulhões, and I'm here today with a special guest. You know that we have started those inspiring people interviews last week. We started with our friend Josephine Gonzalez from Puerto Rico, and today we're going to be interviewing a very good friend of mine, Hiba. Hiba is from Syria and she now lives in Jordan. And I am sure she has a lot to talk about, a lot to inspire about. And I cannot wait to have her telling you her story, her challenges, the things that she likes to do, how is the life of a woman in the Middle East. And so I am sure we're going to have an amazing interview today. I've met Hiba probably like last year or something like this. But we became a very good friend in the last couple of months. And I'm very grateful. And I'm sure she has a lot to talk about it. So I am just waiting for her to come up on the screen. Let's see. As soon as she comes in. By the way, we're going to be live on both Facebook and Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, we're going to be at FEVGROOV Brazil with the Z. So Vigruve Brasil. We're gonna be live. We are live on both of those channels. So let's wait until Hiba comes up, and let me send her. So we're gonna be talking. Oh, here she is on Instagram. Let me just wait until she comes here on Facebook as well, so we can call her in both places. Let me just find her here on. I see that you're here on Instagram, Hiba. Let me just find you on Facebook, so then we can start both interviews at the same time. So as I was saying, we are going to talk with Hiba. Hiba is from Syria and she's living in Jordan now. So let's wait until she comes on Facebook, because I can't see her on Facebook yet. So we can both start the invitations. Hiba, if you can request to show up on Facebook, then we can start our invitation, our interview. Let's see how it's gonna work. Let me see here. No, she isn't here. So hold on, you guys, a little bit. We're just waiting so we can have this interview synchronized in both places. Okay, I see some of Hiba's friend on Facebook, but I don't see her yet. Okay, let's see. Hello, Hiba, where are you? Just ask to be, so I can see on Facebook, my friend. Let's see where she is. Okay, hi, Hansi. We're just waiting for Hiba to come. Hi, Hansi, how are you, sweetheart? So let me just see where Hiba is. It doesn't show her name in here yet, so let's wait just a little bit, because I see her on Instagram, but I don't see her on Facebook yet. So let's hold on a little bit. I'm here just looking forward to request to be with you, because it doesn't show here that you are available with your camera. That's the thing, It doesn't show you here. Let's see what we can do. Should we start on Facebook again and see? You are on your laptop. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why I don't see you. Let me see. It doesn't show you. Oh, NC is saying that you need to be on a mobile. Maybe that's why I can't see you. Do you think it's gonna work? Do you have another, like, do you have a phone and a tablet or something so we can do both ways? Let's see. So we're just waiting so Hiba can connect on both social media. We're going to be interviewing her both on Facebook and Instagram. Hi, Megan. How are you? Hello from Jordan, Esbad. Hello. Let's see what we can do so we can put Hiba on Facebook as well. If it doesn't work, Hiba, we can just do it here and we can disconnect from... Okay, so she's going to try to connect her phone. Let's see. So please, guys, just wait one more second so we can talk to her on both Instagram and Facebook. Awesome. We're going to be waiting. So let me explain to you guys how those interviews work. I invited a couple of friends and that I know have amazing stories that will inspire you, and they are in different parts of the world. So last week we started with Josephine, and she is in Puerto Rico. And then today we're going to be talking to Hiba, who is in Jordan. And next week we're going to be talking to Dr. Diana Yu. She lives in Washington State, and she has a lot to talk about. She's from the Philippines, but she lives in the States. And then the following week, we're going to be talking to Megan. Yes, Megan, we're going to be talking to you. She has so many inspired things to tell you about, and you don't want to miss it. So let's see if we can bring Hiba on Facebook. She's just organizing to see those devices that she can connect with. So thank you all for coming. Thank you, Megan. Yes, I think we have a lot to show it to people. Hi, Sme. Hola, hermanita. So it's just so amazing that because we live in different parts of the country, of the world, I'm sure there's different things that people go through. Sometimes the challenge could be the same, but you never know. You never know if the country imposes something on you, if the society imposes something on you. You don't know if you probably have a condition or something that has impacted your life and has changed the way you see things, the way you see life. So that's why I invited all those amazing people that will be telling their stories, and they will be sharing their special moments with you. So, hi Josephine. Josie was here last week, like I was saying. And let's see, maybe I think I'm gonna have to give up on Instagram, right? Because I don't see how we can make those things work. Let's wait until let's see. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do both devices. Hello, Zineid. Hello, everybody from Jordan. I'm so glad that that Hiba is bringing all her friends to hear her story. She's here as on Facebook as well. Let's see. Um, so Hiba is on Instagram already. And I am just waiting for her to be on Facebook.
Hey, sorry for the delay. I
So
can't
let's
find your
see.
live video on Facebook. Where are you live? You should be live on your own profile.
I sent you an invitation on Facebook. Let me see how I can share this. You see, it says it's already sent.
Yeah, I have the invitation, but I
Megan or
can't view the
Ismet, can
video,
you
the live
guys
video.
send Hiba the link for this live? She says she can't find it. She's with me on Instagram, and for some reason we are not able to connect her with Facebook. Go to my page
I did.
on Facebook, and you're gonna see
I can only see your previous, but not the current one. The one that you were advertising the interview. That's the last post I can see on your profile.
The thing is, I don't know how to send you. Okay, let me see. Guys on Facebook, I'm going to disconnect in here so I can connect again so I can send it to Hiba, okay? So give me 1 minute. We're going to... Oh, Megan just tagged you. See if you can find
Okay.
now.
Let me check.
Yeah, let's wait. So then... Yeah,
okay,
Megan,
it's showing me the comments. Guys, I'm with technology. I don't know what's happening here. I can see the comments. How can I go back to the post? When I go back, it takes me back to my own wall.
Ew, that's interesting. Yeah. You don't have like a notification that I tagged you?
I have the tag. It takes me to the comments. Wait a second. Let me see.
Okay, so let's wait, guys. Okay, wait a second. You know, it's all brand new to us, those things, you know. We were trying to reach as many people as possible. Your friend from Jordan just requested to be on the video.
Yeah.
So
this is really crazy.
You still don't see it?
I can only see the comments. It takes me only to the comments, but I can't see the original post.
So 1 second. So guys, here on Facebook, I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off and I'm gonna start all over again, okay? 1 second. All right, so
I was able to see it on the phone.
And I'm gonna... That's weird.
I know.
Okay. Let's see. And it's so funny because I tagged you on the live.
It's only, yeah, I know, I got the tag. It only takes me to the comments. It's only showing me the comments.
Okay, let's see. I'm starting again.
Okay.
So go to my page now. I'm live on Facebook again. We're gonna start again, you guys.
Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me see.
It's okay.
First person to comment.
Guys, this is...
Also taking me to the comments, taking me as a first person to comment. No, this is really crazy. Wait a second. I think you're live on the event, right? You're on the event.
No. I'm live on my page.
On your own page or on the event?
On my personal page.
On your personal page.
My personal page.
Okay.
Yeah, because it shows here, Megan, bring her to the camera. Zane, bring her in the camera. But you're the only one who doesn't come to my screen.
Oh. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
It's okay. No, it's, technology is not easy. How many times have I called Esmet or Dawn and says, please help me, I don't know what to do. So let's see if we can do both ways. The idea is to work both on Facebook and Instagram. She's on Instagram right now. And we are trying to... Now, you can hear her, Megan, because she's on Instagram with me. But I cannot bring her on camera on Facebook. You see, everybody's showing to be on Facebook, but you, my friend.
Oh my God. Wait a second. This is... I can only see that this one.
Yeah, we're trying.
This is the last post on your page.
That's so weird.
Yes.
Okay, guys, let's do something. I'm going to write you guys here. We're going to be on Instagram, and then I'll be posting the video because she's already. So would you please, guys, come here to this Instagram? Okay. And then we're going to be talking to Hiba on Instagram, and then I'll be posting here as part of our Inspiring People.
Let me try just one last thing.
Posting here. So please, guys.
I'll try one last thing. I'll go to the event.
Okay.
Let me see. Discussion.
She wants to try one more thing, guys.
Yeah.
So be patient.
Yes, please.
Let's see if it works. Like Megan said, share your story is the most important part. That's right. And that's why we are here for. We are here to show people that we have so many good things to talk about it. We have an amazing, everybody has something to share. Everybody has something great to talk about it. So did it work on Facebook or no?
No, but I'm going to try from the laptop now because that's the only thing I can see you on through. I can see your live video on. Okay. Guess what? I think you're inviting my other account. Maybe that's why.
I invited both accounts.
Both accounts. Perfect.
Yes. But you know what? Let's go here because everybody just merged. So, guys, I'll see you on Instagram at FEVGROVE, Brazil with the Z, in just 1 second.
They can also see it on my own Instagram if they will. If they have me, yes, it shows on my own profile too.
Okay.
So we're turning off Facebook, perfect, right?
Okay, I think we can start now then.
Yeah.
Because now we merged. Let me get the questions open here. So
that's why we should have tested this.
Okay. So now let me just put my okay, much better now. Perfect. Okay, I can hear you much better. So awesome. Hi, Hiba.
Hey.
How are you, sweetheart?
I'm great. Thank you for this invitation and for having me.
That's my pleasure. I am so grateful that you accepted my invitation.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
So as part of this series, the whole idea is to bring people something to share, a story, a life challenges, experiences. So first of all, I want you to introduce yourself and tell me a little bit of yourself. Where are you from and some of your background?
Okay. So hi guys, sorry for the wait and thank you for waiting all this time. My name is Hiba Abu-Gazaleh. I'm from Syria originally and I moved to Jordan after the war in Syria. Most of you have heard about it. I'm originally a graphic designer and I'm still working. I have a full-time job and in the evening I'm a Zumba and Taibo instructor and Strong Nation instructor.
Wow, so you're pretty busy, huh?
Very. I'm a Zcom volunteer, by the way.
Very nice. How long have you been in Jordan?
7 years and 5 months.
Very nice. Good. So let's go back in time and let's, go back to Syria. Tell me,
Let's
when
go.
you were growing up, what were your biggest dreams?
My biggest dreams. Okay, that's a really big question because I've always been a dreamy girl. I had so many dreams. Most of them were not even realistic, but I've always had dreams, not only when I'm asleep. My dreams were about having. Tell you something. This is the first time I ever remember this little thing about my childhood because I've always dreamed about having like a sports city, my own project, to have fields, a big, huge gym in it, maybe a football and basketball court, maybe tennis court. That was on my head. I've always loved sports, not fitness, but I had. I used to watch even cartoons about football and basketball. These were my favorite shows. I think that was my biggest dream. And part of that was including my family, my friends with this project. Can you hear me?
You.
I'm sorry the internet is playing on us. I didn't hear your question.
Okay, so I said you talked about the dreams, about but what did you want your life to be? Did you envision your life? Is it still cutting?
Yeah, Is it me or you? Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So you are telling us about that you always wanted something with sports, either tennis court but what did you want your life to be? How did you envision life? Because like you said, you're coming from, you were Syria and Syria was involved in the war. Was the war always present in your life as
No.
far as growing up?
No. It was Syria was a very peaceful country as far as I lived there. The war started in 2010. Basically, I was just graduating from college. Life was peaceful. It was hard to find a job for me and for everyone who just graduated because, like everywhere else, you need to have experience to be eligible to employment. So that was the hardest part. After graduation, all the dreams started to fade. Not fade, but I started facing life like anybody else who just finished their school. But no, there was no war back then. War started as I said, in 2010. That's when life started to turn upside down. No one expected this to happen in Syria. Even when things started occurring around Syria, it started in Libya, it started also in Egypt before, in Yemen. No one imagined that this will reach Syria at some point, because even Syrians with the government, they always loved the president, Bashar al-Assad. He was so loved. But things just turned upside down like over a night. And that's what happened.
Wow. So being a kid in Syria was Do you enjoy that? You guys had a good life.
Yes, yes. Let me tell you something. As a Middle East, if you are going to talk about the Middle East in general, you can't generalize the information about all the countries because it's different. Even Syria is different from Jordan. Syria is a little open country, like Lebanon also. We have women work there. It's normal. In Jordan, women work. Maybe if you go to Saudi Arabia, it's a little different. I didn't live there, but that's what I hear from the people who go there. It's a bit strict there. But here, there are some traditions. Of course, you don't have full liberty as in Europe or other countries. But yes, we work. Yes, we study. If we're going to talk about the families, I have a really great open-minded family. That's what helped me actually be where I am now. They are supportive, with limits, of course, but limits including not traveling. I think you know about that. Maybe someday.
That's why we haven't met yet. Right?
I have to invite them to this interview. Maybe you can convince them. So
don't get me started, because I will convince them.
Oh, when the time is, you know what? Let's wait till ZinCon, maybe 2050. Maybe by then.
Oh my God.
No, I hope before that. I hope before.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So, as approaching adult life, what has changed in your mind? We know that in 2010 there was a war, and then you had so many dreams. You said you've been a dreamy girl. How this has changed as far as putting your dreams into place?
Okay. First thing, before the war, I started, as I said, facing this reality as everybody else who is just facing the real life. Because you study, you graduate, you have a lot of dreams, a lot of thoughts. By the way, my major in college was computer science. I have a diploma in computer science. I wasn't even studying graphic design. Graphic design was like a hobby for me because I always loved to draw and do artistic things growing up. I started that since first grade. I even play keyboard. I have a lot of hobbies, so it was hard to stick to something. But while I was looking for a job in my major, I was like playing with Photoshop here and there. And while the time went, I was taking little jobs here and there also to be productive until I find my dream job. I found myself developing in my hobby and getting really far behind in my major. So I said, why not looking for a job in my in my hobby? And that's what happened. I found a job and I started as a graphic designer trainee. Then my skills developed really fast. And then war happened. When I found my passion, war happened. And 6 months later, we had to stay at home because it was dangerous for some people, not for all of us. Some people lived far from the company, so they chose to not risk the lives of us. They asked us to stay at home until this is all over. Everyone thought it's going to be like 2 months and that's it. But now it's 7 years. I'm sorry, it's 10 years now for the war.
So it's still going on?
No, the war is stopped. It's only going on in the near Turkey's borders. That's all. The rest of Syria is peaceful now, but the effects of war are still on. The economics there are way below zero. A lot of stuff that you need in life are really hard to find. The power goes on and off because it can't cover the whole country 24 hours. And, these things that happen after wars, this is what's going on in Syria now. Plus the sanctions that are on my country now, they are killing the country, killing the people, actually. It's more fatal than the war itself. Because What's
Wow.
harder than you can't leave the country, but you can't also live in the country. That's you can't live to anywhere now. By the way, no one. I think no one is taking any more refugees now because the war is over. No need to leave the country. So why bring you as a refugee? They are even thinking about sending back the refugees that they have now. They are studying this.
Wow. So when did your family decided that it was time to go?
When war started, it didn't start in all the country at the same time. At some point, it reached where we lived. So my family and we had to leave our house. We went to my aunt's house with my other aunt's house. We lived 3 families in one apartment, not a house. We were around 16 people in around 100 square meters. That's the area where we lived for 1.5 years. We stayed there until war reached us again. So every one of us were without jobs. We spent all our savings, all the people that had savings, we spent them. We were unemployed, all of us. We had no source of income to continue living, and we were in danger. We had stuff falling around us. So that's when everyone decided to flee somewhere. I have a Jordanian passport. That's why I was able to come with my family to Jordan. But my aunts, they have Syrian passports, so they had to go to Egypt. So the family split to different countries. And later on, one of them went back to Syria. One of them went to Britain now, in UK. One of them is still in Egypt, and we're here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that has been very, challenging for all of you, especially at one point you guys are living together, and then when you just wake up, everybody has to go elsewhere. So how those experiences affect you as a person, and tell me some of the biggest challenge that you have gone through.
The biggest challenge was having faith in life again, having faith in restarting from scratch, because I was the one person who hated this so much. I was willing to live in the street, but not to leave Syria. I love Syria so much. I was born there and grew up there. I'm really attached to my homeland, but I was crying all the way in the plane during the flight until we got here. I think for a week I didn't stop crying. Fortunately, we had one person we know here, 2 people actually we know here. They are cousins to my dad, but he never met them. They met only when they were kids. So they helped us at least find an apartment to live and to start. Fortunately, my brother found a job in 2 weeks. So that was the little bit of hope that came to us, because we are five people. My family, my parents, and my 2 brothers. We are 5. And this Jordan is really, people from Jordan here can relate. It's very challenging. Everything is expensive. Economics are not very good in Jordan. So you need multiple incomes to be able to survive, let alone that you have to buy furniture, you have to pay rent, you don't have a job yet. So I think God was really, really blessing us. It was easier than we thought. Not so easy, but at least finding jobs this fast in a country you don't know anybody in, it was definitely a blessing from God. And but still, I was my parents and my brothers maybe moved on before me. Not maybe, they did before me, because it took me 2 years to overcome depression. I fell into depression. It was not only leaving the country; it was leaving everybody I love. As I mentioned, as a childhood dream, my dream was to have a really huge project with all the people I love in it. So imagine leaving everyone behind. all your memories. I couldn't even take anything from my house, from my bedroom before leaving, because when we left our apartment, we never thought that we are leaving for this long. We were leaving for only 2 weeks. That was the plan, but we couldn't go back after.
Wow. A very good friend of mine from the US just said that just a few minutes here from you, I like to think that more people count their blessings every day.
Yeah.
Which is true. You never know, right? What you might go through. It
You never
doesn't
know.
matter where you live. You never know. So as far as the challenge goes, how was your support system? And how did you overcome everything?
My support system, being that I left my support system at home, my support system was trying to support me overseas. Not overseas, it's only one border away. But I mean, I stayed in touch, and I'm still in touch with my friends, my closest friends. Not as much as before, but at first I had a very close friend, my best friend in college. He always supported me. He chats with me every single day, telling me, it's just consider this as a tourism. I wish he was here to hear this, because I would consider this a trip. You're going away from war just to relax and come back. And this is 7 years, I'm still relaxing away. Yeah, he was
You're just taking a break.
I'm just taking a break for 7 years, yeah. By the way, I went back to Syria twice. But
and how was it?
It was the first day there. If you ask my mom, she was every now and then asking me, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? I was speechless. Then I said, finally I answered. I told her, I'm afraid to go to sleep tonight and wake up in Jordan. I couldn't believe that I'm actually back in Syria. The war was over. That's why it was 5 years after we left. Yes, I couldn't believe it. I was walking the street. This is the street where I lived. This is where we went. This is really this restaurant is still there. My house is not still there. Half of it was blown away. And everything was stolen, by the way, before it was blown away, because we couldn't find any ruins of our furniture there.
Wow.
Yeah, but we keep saying, fortunately, we were not in it when it was hit. At least we are safe. So we are blessed. I don't want anybody to be sad here, guys, because if you think for a moment of what could have happened, I think God saved us by sending us here, because things might have been much worse if, God forbid, one of us was at home during that hit. No one knows what could happen. We couldn't live now thinking that we could have left and saved him or her from this bombing or something. So yes, we're blessed.
So those are the inspirations that sometimes we get from God, and then say, just do it, trust me, I'll be with you, don't question,
Exactly.
And then of course you said you got sad, you got into depression, because we're human beings,
Definitely.
there's nothing you can do. When I came back from the US to Brazil too, I was devastated, and oh my God, I have my family here. Why should I be devastated? So sometimes we just need to appreciate those opportunities and to use them into our advantage, right?
Definitely.
So you get to Jordan, you are an immigrant, you are a refugee, and was life too different? Was it more challenging? How was it?
It was challenging first because it's another Arabic country, but even in Latin America, I think if you go to Brazil, not Brazil, let's take two countries who speak the same language, Colombia and Peru. If you go from this country to there, it's not the same. Even though they speak the same language, it's not the same. You don't know anyone, you don't know anywhere. Even the smallest thing, that if you want to buy a top, if you want to buy a t-shirt, you need to, I don't know any shops here. Where should I go? I still don't know the malls. We found a bakery next to our house. Otherwise, we should have asked around to know where the bakery is. So no, it wasn't that easy. The smallest thing in life that you were born and they were there, you have to now think about them. Like you need to buy a bed, you need to buy a chair, even the tiniest things that you never thought about them when you're in your house, in your apartment back home. So yes, the tiny things, makeup. I had no makeup when I came here. I don't wear much makeup, but even these little things you have to save and buy. So this is the first part. The second part, maybe it was, I don't know if it was the people they think different, or maybe because I was depressed. It took me so long to accept new people in my life, new friends, new personas. Maybe it was me. It's maybe 90% it was just me. I can't replace anyone. And still, until then, I didn't replace my friends with the new friends I have. I have really precious friends here in Jordan. They didn't take the place of my friends in Syria because we're still in touch. We're still so close. I have a friend since fourth grade. She's like a sister. She's not a friend. She's a sister. Her name is Farah. So I wish she was here, but I think she's sleeping now. She will watch By the way, we can save this interview and post it to Facebook, right?
We will. Yeah. And it's 11 o'clock there, right? 11 p.m.
It's 11, yeah. It's 11 now. But I'm a night owl, it's fine. And actually, people here, I see a lot of people from Jordan here watching us. Hi, guys. I'm sorry I'm not reading the comments because I'm chatting with a very beautiful lady here.
Oh, my God. Yes. We are sisters now. You see?
Yeah.
Now you have a sister in Brazil.
Well, this is awesome.
Those are one of the beautiful things. I understand what you said about the people do not replace people. We just add on to our list. So you have your friends in Syria who will be your friends, your family, your sisters, and then you're building up another group of friends in Jordan. Now you have us, you know, your Friday Night Owl people and your Z-Com, you know, which we are family. There is nothing that can go against that. So, you have a support system every place in the world now,
which is a blessing. Actually, I just want people here to think for a second. Whatever the situation that we're going through in 2020, with all the bad things that are happening, try to look from a different angle and you're going to see blessings. The one that you mentioned, Fernanda, is one of them. Who could have imagined that we can have really big family like this? I literally have friends from all over the world. I have a friend in Hawaii now. Carolina, she's not here. I'm really, really thankful for these good things because, let's see, without 2020, this whole thing could never have happened.
Absolutely, yeah. One of the things I learned, and I tell everybody, we should never take anything for granted. You never know what the next second will be. So we need to appreciate every moment. And I'm saying that 2020 came to make us see life in a different way and appreciate every moment regardless, right?
Exactly.
So, how do you usually make the most of a situation? Imagine any situation. How do you make the most of it?
How do I make the? I think I just answered that question. I try to look when I that's when I'm sane. Let's talk when I'm calm, because when I'm really nervous, I just see things black. People think I'm a positive person. Yes, I'm a positive person. Let's say 80% of my time. But I have my moments. There are times when I feel really down. That's when you don't see me much. Or you could see me posting something maybe inspiring to inspire myself first. When I'm really calm and I need to focus, I try to think, what is this situation? What are the things that I cannot change in it? For example, I cannot change the fact that we have lockdown at 10 p.m. here. So do I need to keep stressing about it? Let's forget it and focus. What can I do before that time? How can I use my time that I have to do my grocery shopping, to finish my stuff, to study, to visit a friend, to teach a class? And I start to think, what can I do at home after this time? Because this is the only thing I can do. I cannot change the time that they set. This is just an example, by the way. This is mainly how I look at it. Let's forget the things that we cannot change, because it's only going to stress you out when you keep thinking about it. Once you remove this stuff, you have less things to stress about. You don't stress much. You start to think clearer. Think, what can I do? Not why is this happening? Instead of why, what? I think this is the first thing.
That's right. So how is a usual day for you? You said you have a full-time job, and with the lockdown and everything, are you doing home office? How is a normal day for Hiba?
This is crazy. Are you ready? I wake up early. Let's say I wake up at 8 a.m. I'm working from home. Just a few offices here that are working from home. Most of them are working from office, but our office decided that we should stay at home, which is a clever decision. They care so much about our safety. So we're working from home. I finish my working hours at 5:30, depends on the work, unless I'm working overtime. Then I'm teaching a class at 7. Then I'm coming home around 9. If I need to buy something, shop for groceries, stuff, I do it like Superman, like supersonic. In 1 hour, I fly home.
You get everything you want?
Yeah, just grab. If my parents call me and tell me to bring something, I have to go to the other aisle to bring. I yell at them while I go there. I come home. I always come home at 10 sharp. I take advantage of the last minute of the allowance that we can stay out for. After 10, I come home, I feed my babies, my cats. I have 3 cats. Those are my babies. I have a meal myself. I sit with my parents for a few seconds. Then I open my laptop, social media, click here and there, editing a video, doing something. Then I try to sleep at 1. But I don't know why. Once it's 11 p.m., 5 minutes later, it's 2 a.m. Can you explain that to me? Because I don't understand. These 3 hours are like...
just go by fast.
Yeah. Just like weekends.
So how many classes are you teaching now on... Like, do you do weekdays? And I see that you teach on weekends as well.
Here our weekends is on Friday and Saturday. On Friday, I rarely teach. I just teach occasionally on Fridays, especially that it's a lockdown now. In Jordan, Friday we are not allowed to leave the house at all. So I try to do classes at Fridays just to bring people up, just to have something to do at home. But not every Friday. Currently, I'm just resting my back, about my injury. So I'm teaching 2 to 3 classes max. Usually, I teach 5 classes a week.
Wow. So you said you're Zumba, Strong Nation, Thai Bowl.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. You don't have any of the specialties?
I do. I have Zumba Gold and Zumba Step. Zumba Step, I took it a few weeks ago. And Zumba Gold a few months ago with Ricardo Marmite.
Very nice. So now that we start talking about Zumba, how did Zumba show up in your life?
How did Zumba show up in... Can we talk Beto here? Because, okay, no, we can't. Okay, how Zumba showed up in my life. Let me take you back to when I was depressed. Or before I came to Jordan, when I was unemployed, as I told you, I lived with my aunts and I had my cousins, my girl cousins. I used to work out. I used to do some type of videos just from the internet. I download stuff and I do, and they join me. that was my way of trying to release some of my stress. When I was during the war. Sometimes I was working out while I'm hearing stuff. it was funny. By the way, when we were there, we were scared about for the other people. Like, I'm scared for my brother, for my father, but not scared for myself. I would go, and I've seen stuff that when I'm thinking now, I faced a tank. And I was laughing after, and I didn't tell my parents that it happened because they would have asked me to leave my job to stay at home. But I had to leave my job 2 weeks after, and then when I confessed, by the way, there was a tank 2 weeks ago in front of me, and it almost hit my way. Yeah, when I came to Jordan, I was alone, and I had to use this exact stress relief way, because first I didn't have a gym close by where I lived at first. Plus, I didn't know any gyms, and I didn't have the money to go to a gym. We were saving every penny to fill our house with the basic needs that we have. So it was the internet. I download videos, I do stuff. I always try to change. I come home from work, I don't eat, I don't do anything. I go straight to my room, I lock my door, change to my sports clothes, and I start working out for 1 hour, 1.5, sometimes 2 hours, until my mind is a little bit calmer. Especially that I wasn't happy at the first job I got. I wasn't feeling comfortable, and I didn't have no friends. So yeah, I start working out. I try to search for different things from time to time so that I don't get bored. And one day I found a video, not Zumba, but it was dancing, doing like a cardio class, but it's dancing. And I think it was Hip Hop Abs by Shanti. I think, yes, that was it. And I liked the idea of dancing, but at the same time you are releasing your stress. So, and working out and losing weight. So it was a fun idea. And soon I came across Zumba and I fell in love. I got obsessed. I stopped looking for anybody else, for anything else. I downloaded every single video of Beto you can find on YouTube, even on his Instagram. Let me tell you the craziest thing. When a new track is out, you know, they don't post the full videos. So Beto sometimes posts 1 minute of the choreo. I saved that. Then one day in his class, he does another part of the choreo. So I saved that too. And then a few days later, I have the whole choreo. So
you put everything together.
Yeah, I have the whole choreo and I do it. Don't tell him, because I think a lot of people might be doing the same thing I did. Yeah, I collected everything. I didn't download anything, just anything called Zumba. No, I was very careful. I'm only downloading videos of Beto, Steve, Cass, Betsy, Liana Veda. I loved Liana Veda, and I think she affected my style in dancing very much. Who else? Just these people, the famous people of Zumba. I didn't download just any Zumba video, because back then also you cannot differentiate what is real Zumba and what is not. So fortunately, I was guided to the real ones. And suddenly, tell you something, when I'm doing this, I was out of this world. I was seeing this screen. I never thought about it as a job. Never thought I would be an instructor in my life. Not an instructor of anything, fitness or anything else. I was just enjoying. It was helping me. It was making me happy. I was feeling myself as if I'm on stage. I thought I was going mental or something, because it was really something strange. My door is locked, I'm alone, and I'm like, I feel like they are around me, you know, especially when it's an event and they have audience. I always felt like the audience can see me, so I have to do this great, and I have a mirror in front of me doing this stuff. So my one eye on the laptop, another eye on the mirror. That's why I learned salsa from Beto himself. I learned all the basic moves from him before I ever went to B1. And I did this for 3 years. In the third year, we were lucky to change our apartment, and I was even luckier to find a gym next to my place. I went there. And I went there a few times, and I always asked, when is the Zumba class? And it was always while I was at work. I could never catch the Zumba class. When we got closer to summer, in summer they arranged another class later. So I would come for one Zumba class. It was almost over, like 30 minutes in, and sometimes I don't ever, I don't even can take a few minutes of the Zumba. The only day that I could take it is on Saturday because I'm off. So I go there, I do some Zumba, but it was never enough. So I asked permission of the gym if I have a USB drive. Can I use it and do Zumba if the hall is empty? And they were nice. They said, yes, if there is no class in there, go ahead. But can you do it alone? I said, yes, I can. Yeah, just tell me yes or no. They said yes. I said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to have it with me. And that's what I did. I started going every day. I left the machines, left everything. I just go straight in there like a hard-working instructor. I put the drive on, put the music on, and I'm suddenly away. I only know that it's time to close the gym when they turn off the lights on me. By the way, the instructor who was in charge there, she's a really close friend of mine now. She would laugh at me. I have to turn off the lights so you can know that we need to close. And days went by, and as we became friends with the instructors there. And one day she told me, why don't you become an instructor? I said, no, first, it's expensive for me. I would rather use this money with things that I really need. Now, it's not suitable to put this amount of money while we're still starting on in a new country. It was the third year in Jordan. Fourth year, my fourth year in Jordan. I came here in 2013. That was in 2017. She said, try to think about it one day because you're good at it and you love it so much. Why don't you teach it? I said, no. In fact, I enjoy doing it. I don't want to take care of how people are moving or memorize. Yes, I memorized the whole choreos, maybe better than the instructors, but I just want to enjoy it. Some girls at the gym know me now, and they come dance with me and do stuff with me while I'm practicing on my own. And one day I was there, and two of them, they usually come do Zumba with me, they came. We started dancing, then two more joined. And automatically I went up on stage and I faced them. Even I faced them. Can you imagine that? Why? Because I learned...
Oh my God.
The reason, because I learned from Beto, because that's how he did it. I didn't know what I was doing. And I started cueing. I didn't know that this is called cueing, but I started to mimic what I saw in the videos. Then two more came, then I found 7 people dancing with me. And just while I was changing 2 songs, flipping for another song, one of them said, thank you, coach, and she left. And I was like, what? No, I'm not a coach. She was gone. The girls started laughing. They said, yeah, coach. I missed something. Before this day, I dreamed, after my friend talked with me about becoming an instructor, I saw a dream that I was on stage and I was teaching. And I told her about it, and that's when she tried to convince me to do it. She said, you're dreaming. How did it feel? I said, I don't know. It was a dream. I don't know. No, I don't want to become an instructor. A week later, this happened. Next day, I told her, she said, Hiba, this is your dream. You dreamt you were teaching, and now you were teaching. And she called you coach. That's another sign, actually. The first sign is the dream. The second sign was, the first sign, actually, she telling me. The second sign, the dream. The third sign, the girls dancing with me, one of them calling me coach. She said, think about it, you have to do it. And because she insisted, I went home and I said, let's see, how much was it again? And she asked me something. How did you feel when they were copying you? Did you feel good? Was it nice? Was it annoying that like you thought? I said, no, actually, it was nice to see that I was able to show them and they were able to do it with me because they didn't know the choreo before. because obviously I was taking it from Beto, which the instructor did not see his live yet, but I did. So I went to Zumba.com and looked when is the next training and how much is it, and it was in 2 months. The training was on. It's gonna happen in 2 months, and now the registration is open, and I have a few weeks before this price goes up. And that was my 4th or 5th sign. I felt that God is telling me, go take the B1 training. You need to do this. So I did. That's how it was all a coincidence. It was all dreaming. What still gives me goosebumps until this day is I dreamed about it, but not to do. I didn't dream to. It was just my escape. I was escaping, like thinking I'm on stage with Beto and Cass and Steve and all these people. I was imagining that I was a friend with them. I was talking with them. I was dancing with them, and I was it was just like imagination. I had this imagination since I was a child. I always imagine myself doing stuff I never want to do. I just have it in my imagination, and because I imagined it, I think I attracted it to me. And the day I registered for my B1, I posted on my Facebook, if you can dream it, you can do it. Because really, I didn't want it. Like maybe my unconscious mind, maybe I wanted it, but I didn't know that I did. And it was the way. By the way, what I forgot to mention is Zumba is what brought me back from my depression. It brought me back to the same old me, the happy me. Because even my friends in Syria, when they talk to me, they started commenting at my photos. Now you're smiling, because my photos since I came to Jordan, they were really depressed. Even if I'm smiling, it was a sad smile. I don't know. I try to smile in my profile photo. When I go back to those photos, I feel, oh my God, I was really looking horrible. Why was I posting these photos? But that was how I looked. If you go through, but guys, don't go through my photos. I have to go delete them now. But really, you can
don't do it.
You can see.
It's part of your story. It's part of your story.
Yes, in fact, yeah. If you go skip between the photos, you can see how happiness is growing with the years. When I started doing Zumba. This is where I started accepting people. I don't know what's the connection, but just then when I started accepting new friends, now my friends that I have now, they all were students. They were my first students, and I'm still getting friends from my Zumba students. I never met someone outside of Zumba. Only my colleagues at work. They came later. I have a few friends as my colleagues at work, but my closest friends used to be my front row divas, and they still are my front row divas, actually. Should I mention them or just leave it there?
Yes,
they are here.
Course.
I have the first.
Oh, so yeah.
The first. I think you know her. She's in all my videos with Dad. She's here, I think. I saw her name a few times. Say hi with that if you're there. And there's a friend. She's from Colombia. Her name is Aspet. She found me by accident on Facebook. And she was looking for a Zumba instructor, and we met. And since then, she's always in my class. And as a coincidence, we found out that her brother was my dentist. But he left Jordan. And another friend, Maysoon. Oh my God, I don't want to forget anyone, because, by the way, these 3 now are Zumba instructors. I affected all of them. Here's Widad there.
You inspire all of them.
I always warn people, if you get really close to me, you'll become a Zumba instructor one day or another.
You have to be is here.
Yeah, Asbet is there, yes. I don't know if Maysoon is there. I didn't see her name, but Widad and Asbet are there. Now these are a huge part of my support system. These ladies.
Yeah, I don't believe in coincidence. Like you've mentioned so many times. You dreamed, you felt, it was in your heart, it was in your mind. And I believe whatever you send to the universe, whether you say it, whether you think, you're sending the message, and the universe is listening to you. So it's like when you have a garden, right? What do you need to do? You need to seed first. In order to make it grow, you need to water. So you had the dream, you had to water, and every day by thinking, by imagining, so it happened. So this is amazing, and this is so inspiring to all of us, because you never know. Like I said, we never know what one has done that can inspire you. Okay, so what can you be the best in the world?
What can I be the best in the world? Okay. Okay, guys, ladies, please tell me if this is true. I think I'm very good at convincing. I'm very good at that, because if I need to convince you with something, I can. The only person I cannot convince is my dad, because he's more convincing than me. That's why, because I got this from him. He's stronger than me. I'm still a student compared to him. And I think what I hear a lot is that I'm very good at inspiring people to see the positive part. I think it's part of my journey, because I went there. I had difficulties, so many difficulties in life, but I was thankfully, with the help of God and my people who are supporting me from near and from far, I was able to overcome. And I still have a lot of difficulties, but I believe that while you are as long as you are moving forward, it's okay. You will always see difficulties. It will never stop. Don't think that people who are always smiling and happy, they don't have any difficulties. Everyone has their share. Everyone, if you go close, maybe you can see this woman is so happy. She's married. She has beautiful family. She has a nice job. She's happy. She has a nice body. Her hair is great. You think that you see it all, but no. If you get closer, you know her better. You might find something. We don't tend to show. Not all of us tend to show what struggles we're having. Some of us are hiding a lot, and I'm sure everyone here has their struggle that they cannot show to anyone else. Some of us just choose to be private about this, and this is fine. But just try to keep fighting. Don't give up, whatever it was. Nothing lasts forever. Whenever you feel yourself down, just remember it's temporary. Nothing is forever. Nothing, ever.
That's true. You see, Josie's saying that it's always to be moving. And then my friend said, do you have ups and downs, but you always found the next positive thing to keep positive, pushing yourself through it. You always outdo the better and the bad. If you keep thinking positive, God bless. So you see, you're inspiring people, everywhere. And I have my friends, you have your friends here. And this is why I'm doing this interview. Because like I said, we always have something that's going to be inspiring other people.
Correct.
So I think you've answered this question already, but I have to ask, what are the things that you love doing, and no matter where or when, it makes you happy and it's rewarding?
First, no matter where and when, a good laughter with friends weighs the world for me, because I learned the hard way how to why we should really never take anything for granted. You never know for how long how long you have with this person. I'm not talking about life or death. You might just go separate ways. They might travel. They might pass away. I hope everyone have good health for many, many years, but you never know. So I try to make the most of quality time with friends. What I do anywhere, things I do anywhere is Zumba. Actually, the only where I didn't do it yet is in the middle of the street because we're in Jordan. I cannot do this now. But sometimes I'm on the urge of doing it. My dad knows that. She's held me so many times from moving because Luis Fonsi is on or Daddy Yankee's on. I just have it. My veins start moving. My veins move. My nerves move. So I have to keep them down.
Just by curiosity,
Yeah.
if you happen to listen to a Daddy Yankee or Luis Fonsi in the middle of the supermarket and have this urge of dancing, what could happen? You cannot just start dancing. It would be something not really acceptable.
It would be really odd. People will start looking at me. No, it's not that. Even in any country, I think if someone starts dancing out of nowhere, people will start looking at them or filming them. With that is laughing. Yes, she knows she always holds me down. But yeah, but something has to move. Sometimes I just tap my foot. Sometimes I move my hand in my pocket. I have to move something. I cannot stay still when Daddy Yankee's on. No way.
Because you know, I don't care if people are looking or not. I tend to dance everywhere. I recently posted a video where I'm dancing on an IKEA store, which is like a furniture store in the US. It started with Échame la Jupa. No, oh, I'm sorry. No, it was Justin Timberlake. I can stop this feeling. And I said, do you know what? I am going to dance. And my friend just took the cell phone and started filming. And, you know, that's why I asked you, it would be that odd if you just start dancing, or would you get in trouble if you do it or no?
No, actually, I try not to get attention for this because we're still in the Middle East. It's not that easy to, people are not used to this. Maybe somewhere else people would laugh, maybe some of them would film you, just laugh and go. And maybe some of them would join you. Now, by the way, I saw some comments that people are going to do it with me when they, Marisol, I think she said she will do it with me when she's in Jordan. She's in USA now. So now I think I'm going to do it.
You have a partner now. Yeah. You say you have a partner now. You can do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But and actually,
you can send us.
It also depends on where you're doing it. As in regards to the area, some areas are more open than other areas. So where I live here, if I do it, I will have the whole alley, the whole village surrounding me. And what is that? A girl is dancing in the street. What is that? So no, we cannot do this here. But maybe at another place, not next to my house, maybe. Tell me, ladies in Jordan.
I've seen you filming. And some beautiful places like the stairs where you just come. I don't know where it is, but it's like it looks very nice.
Which one you're talking about? When I'm coming down the stairs?
The stairs, yes. And then you record other videos also. It looks like a veranda, or I don't know.
Yeah. It's a house. It's an open house actually. Someone owns it, but it's open to people. Anyone can go there and maybe play music, dance. They have Zumba classes there. I have a friend, Romana. She's from Mozambique. She lives here. I don't know if she's watching us. She teaches there every week, and this place is very nice. I joined her a few times and I filmed there. It's a very cool place. Yes, I sometimes film outdoors, but I try to stay away from people when I do that. Just because, as I said, we are in the Middle East. It's not so common to see girls doing, not fitness. Fitness is fine, but Zumba, people see it as dancing. Still say they don't think that it's Zumba fitness, guys. It's different from dancing. It's not only dancing, but it's still little. I try to avoid just these situations.
That's right. Okay, so how do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, hopefully as EJ.
You tried to be a Zaz, right?
I tried to be a Zaz, but then when it didn't happen, I thanked God that it didn't happen. First, we have a really very nice Zaz now, Mariana Shnoudi, her name. She's great at being Zaz, and she's a good friend of mine. Second, because I figured out later that being a Zess is not what I'm really dreaming of, because I'm very passionate about creating choreos. So the person who is specialized in creating choreos, I think, is a Zumba jammer. Yes, Zesses create choreos all the time, but they have a bigger goal, a bigger job, that is you have to teach merengue, salsa, reggaeton, cumbia for many times during the year. I love these styles, but you are going to teach the basics all the time. And you might not have a lot of time to do new choreos. So yeah, I was looking, I applied to become a Zest because I wanted to be more than just a Zen. That was my intention when I applied for a Zest. But now I'm really looking forward to when they open a Zumba Jammer call for Jordan, because it's still not in their plans. I wrote to them a few times. Jordan is not in their plans yet, but someday, hopefully, someday.
Josie wants to know what's your favorite style.
My favorite rhythm, she means?
Yeah.
Without answered. Salsa. Salsa is my favorite. I'm obsessed about salsa. And recently, I'm really, really obsessed about Afrobeat. After taking my R3, it's really great. Ladies, whoever didn't take R3, go take it. It's really great. And Afrobeat is my favorite of R3. I also love flamenco. I get in a great mood. I get really in this attitude move when I'm doing flamenco. So I think these three are my favorite, but salsa has to be the number one.
Would you be a specialty jammer or just choreo?
I don't think I would take a specialty jammer. No, a choreo jammer, actually. And I don't want to be specialized in one rhythm because I love a lot of rhythms. But when I'm creating choreo, it's just when I hear the song, sometimes the moves come up on my mind. If you give me a song and tell me to create a choreo for it, sometimes it might not work. If I didn't feel the song at this very first moment I hear it, it takes me a longer time to create choreo for it. But if it's here, if it did that spark inside me, sometimes in 5 minutes the choreo is there. So
just when I asked you about when I asked you to do the cool down for One Love, I think you came up within 24 hours.
Yes, because when you tell me about it, I listened to the song. I already loved the song. I know it before, but never thought about doing it. And put the song on, and the moves start coming. It comes from the words. I have to. My choreos have to be matching the song. With Dad knows most. Sometimes I hear a song, I really love it, but I create 3 different choreos, and I don't like any of them. So, for example, whenever for Shakira, it took me 1 year, 1 whole year, to create a choreo for it. Every time I come to try to do the moves, I do the choreo, then I look at it, no, this is not the correct one. I forget about the choreo and leave it for a few months. Then I try again, no, this is not the moves. Then finally I did one, and I love it. And all my students keep asking for this exact choreo. I think that's when the right moves came. It's not always just do anything and go. If it's belly dance, do some belly dance and go. No, it doesn't work for me. I have to feel that this move was created especially for this sentence. That's it.
Very nice. So in 5 years, you see yourself as EJ. How about in 20 years from now?
20, how old will I be? In 20 years, that's a really long run, but I hope my friends in Jordan would cover their ears now. I hope I'm living in another country by then. I'm sorry. I know all of you are dreaming of this. Don't get me wrong. Jordan is a nice country, a nice Middle Eastern country. It has a lot of nice places. It's close to Syria, and that was what helped me at the beginning. That okay, I left Syria, but I'm still close. I can go there when the borders are open, which I did. But life is hard here. You cannot. How do I say it? If you have big dreams, for example, being a DJ now is not an option in Jordan. So yes, I wish we can. Let's go, all of us, change the country. I hope these things will be better by then, in 20 years. I'm really hoping, not only about Zumba, in everything, economics. It's the whole area is not okay at the moment. The whole world is not okay this year, but even before coronavirus, it was difficult. People here are, you have to work night and day if you want to really achieve your dreams, or save for stuff, for to buy a car, to buy an apartment. It takes so much. And I know you have to work hard in everywhere you live, but some places it's a bit easier than other places. That's it.
That's right. Okay. Do you feel you're creating results of what you want?
I think yes. Not as much as I would wish. I wish things would go faster, but I also believe that everything it comes at the right time. If something didn't happen, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Maybe it's not yet. Maybe it's happening soon. And this settled in my mind and heart after what happened with me in Zumba, especially, because I would never dream of teaching, of being a fitness instructor in general. By the way, even me going into Taibo, it was something out of this world, because Taibo, when I first heard about Taibo, I was in school many years ago. I was 15 years old. I've always, by the way, I was overweight, not fat, but I was overweight when I was a kid. So I had some extra kilos, and it would never go away until I did Taibo. Before that, I used to see the promotional video on TV, but it was not available in my country, in Syria, and it wasn't that much on internet. The internet by then was like, do you remember dial-up? It was really slow, and I don't know if YouTube was on back then. I don't know when YouTube started, but
no, I don't think so.
I
think YouTube probably has like 10, 12 years. I don't know.
Maybe it was maybe it was new, but you cannot find everything on YouTube yet. So years later, when I found this DVD in a store, and I saw Billy Blanks on it. Billy Blanks is the creator of Taibo. And I was, wow,
I had the DVDs.
Yeah, I bought the DVD and I was, wow, this is the thing I saw on TV. I hated cardio, hated working out, hated aerobics. But when I used to see that promotional video, I would say, this is the one thing that I'm willing to do. This is fun. I'm fighting, but I'm losing weight. So when I found the DVD, I bought it and I did it. And I loved Taibo. But never in my life I thought about being into fitness, as I said. When Corona started, before Corona, when I became a Zumba instructor, I said, can I become a Taibo instructor? So I went and checked. It was the only way to be a Taibo instructor is to go to USA or Europe to take the training with Billy Blanks himself. There is no master trainers in Taibo. He's the only one who certifies instructors. So I forgot about the whole thing because it was very far from me to go. I said maybe one day if I went as a trip to one of these countries and there was by accident a training there, maybe I can take it. But when Corona occurred, and it was after I registered for my Zumba Gold, actually, I thought maybe Taibo is also doing online training. Let me check. I went to their website and I read there was their coming soon, virtual trainings coming soon. I was really so excited that I went there and sent them an email. I'm interested. Please let me know when this will be available. So they got also excited. They said, maybe check in a week, and maybe that we will have the information by then. 2 days later, she sent me an email saying the registration is open. You can now register for training with Baby Blanks. I think I was the first person ever to register for the Taibo virtual training.
Oh my gosh!
That's how excited I was. And I met him, and I told him this whole story, and he was really touched by it. And we're good friends by now. So the legend that I used to see on TV when I was 15 years old, I'm good friends with now, and he's a very great person. He's greater than I thought he was, and I'm part of his team now.
Very nice. I'm so glad. So, if you could share or give an advice, what would that be?
An advice. Never give up. And just remember the same thing I said earlier. Everything will change someday. Corona will end. It would never last forever. Something will change. If you look back at your life, you think about a really difficult time that you went through. You thought it was the end, but you're here now. So it wasn't the end. You are now stronger than you used to be. What you're living now, you weren't ready to live back then, but now you're ready for it. And one day you will be ready for something stronger. Struggles will never end. They will come and go, but you will be stronger each time. But have faith and keep following your dream. Whatever you're passionate about, keep following that, because that's what will really pay off in the end.
Very nice. I could be talking to you for hours and hours.
Oh.
I mean, how many times our Friday meetings have gone for hours and hours, just because it's so much fun when we not just exchange our passions, but we exchange feelings. And when we are talking about feelings and inspiration and good vibes, you don't want it to end. But luckily, Instagram now allows you to talk more than an hour. And we've been talking for, I have no idea, it's almost 7 o'clock here. So we started, it was like 5:45 here. So we've been talking for over an hour and 15 minutes.
I never felt time running. Wow. It was fun talking to you. And again, thank you for inviting me. I had so much fun chatting with you.
I've been looking forward to all this time. So for us to finish, a quote or a saying that you live by?
It has to be the same one I wrote on Facebook when I registered to be one. If you can dream it, you can do it. That's it.
Very nice. This Walt Disney used to say this. Because have you ever read about Disney stories?
I have read a lot about Disney, and yes, it's his saying. It's very famous, and but it's true. He has a lot of great sayings, by the way. His story itself is really inspiring.
Yeah, I've read his book, the books about his life and the movies, and just to think that, you know, like you said, no matter when or where, dreams do come true. So I can only wish you that you do become a ZJ, because it's going to be a gift, not just for everybody, but for us, your friends, because we already love you and we are so grateful to have you as our friend, our sister. And I can only thank you for everything. So next week, we have another great person to talk with us. It's our great friend, Dr. Diana Yu. She's going to be talking. Yes. So we're going to be talking to another amazing person who lives in Washington State, but she's from the Philippines. So she has a lot to talk about it. She's part of our group also. By the way, I'm not interviewing only people from our group. I'm interviewing several other people. And we have scheduled interviews until the end of January. Every Sunday, I'm going to be here with a different person, a different story. And I can only thank you once again
No, thank
for
you.
sharing with us. Thank you so much. I hope to see you on our party on Saturday.
For sure. I have a party before that, by the way. I'm invited to my friend's Christmas dinner on Saturday because Fridays are locked down again. So we're doing it on Saturday. I'm going to eat turkey and come join you guys.
Okay, Denise was saying what time? So the Diana's interview is going to be at 2:30 Eastern time.
2:30, okay.
Oh, Denise, Eastern time. So for you, it's going to be what?
9:30.
9:30. Okay. Denise is saying she loves us both. We love you too, Denise. Thank you so much.
Love you, Denise.
All Denise was here. Ismet, Megan, Carolina was here.
She saw many. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't read all the comments. So thank you everyone. Esmet, Carolina, Josie. I don't want to forget anyone. Reem was here. Reem, by the way, she's a Zumba instructor and she's from Syria. I met her here.
Very nice.
I saw a lot of names. So, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you.
Diane, what did she say? Denise, Josie saying, when is the interview with Diane? Next Sunday at 2:30. Hopefully we're going to be figuring out this Instagram and Facebook thing. Otherwise, we're going to be either or. Yeah, Sunday, 2:30 Eastern time. Yes, yes, yes. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Hiba, my friend, all the best for you.
Thank you, and I wish you all the best on this really nice project. Thank you, and I wish to see you. Maybe you can have a YouTube channel one day. Maybe your project will be bigger.
You know, you never know.
You never
know. That, like Carolina said, Friday, we are here to inspire. We're here to change the world. So if each one of us make one little thing, one little step, we're going to be reaching a peaceful world eventually.
Yes, that's true. And everyone has something to offer, by the way. Every single person here, they have something.
Absolutely, that's right. So guys, this chat will be saved here on my IGTV, and then we're going to be sharing on Facebook as well. So if you know anybody who can be inspired by the story of today, please, please, please share this video away. And you never know. Look, Carolina, aloha, beautiful ladies. Like
she told me what this means the other day. Aloha.
Yes. Okay, guys, thank you so much. A very good night, a good day, a good weekend to everybody, and a very good, blessed week to everyone. Beijos, my friend, amiga querida. I love you.
Amiga, thank you.
Nos vemos.
Te quiero. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.